Hello user, welcome to my channel Learning with Khatak. In this short tutorial, we want to show that when we want to input something from the users via keyboard, whether the user is going to input an integer value, a character value, or any special symbols. uh, all characters with their alphabets, digits, or special characters have ASCII values. Input characters from the user will determine if it is alphabet, number, or special character. And all the alphabetical values, all the digital values, and all the special symbols have a certain ASCII value range. For example, to start this program, if you look at this, I'm simply declare a character variable. Now enter the character. I'm prompting from the users to enter any characters, and through cn I simply input the input character. Then for the first, I'm going to write the code whether the input character is alphabet or not. For alphabets, there are two range of ASCII values. For capital alphabets, the ASCII range is from 65 to 90s, and from small alphabets 97 to 122. So if you look at the code, so if input character is greater or equal to 65, means 65 is the ASCII value for capital A. If the input character has the ASCII value that is greater than 65 and input character is less than 90, so means if the input character first the ASCII value of the input character will be found, then the ASCII values will be compared with this values. If the ASCII values is greater than 65 and less than 90, it means the input character is capital alphabet. Or there is a or operator that if input character means ASCII value of input character is greater or equal to 97 and less than 122, it means the character entered from the keyboard by the users is a small alphabet. So then simply cout alphabet is entered. So what we have done here, a user simply entered something from the keyboard, any character from the keyboard, then first the ASCII value of the entered character will be found, and then this ASCII value will be compared with this value is greater or 65 and less than 95 by combining with the help of AND operator. And then if this condition is true or this condition is true, in both cases the alphabet, the entered character is alphabet, and then whether the alphabet is small alphabet or capital alphabet will be decided based upon this condition. Similarly, it is possible that the user may entered in a digit. Similarly, for the digital values, that is consist of 0 to 9, there is a range of ASCII values start from 48 to 57. So if you look at the code, so if this condition is wrong, means the user entered other than alphabet, so it may be a digit. If it is a digit, then input character, the ASCII value of input character will be compared with 48 and 57. So if you look at this, 0 have a ASCII value 48 and 9 has the ASCII value of 57. So the ASCII value of the entered character will be simply compared with this range that is start from 48 to 57. If this condition is become true, then the digit will be, then the character entered via the keyboard will be a digital value. So now here look at this, if a user enter a character, then firstly this condition will be checked whether the entered character is alphabet. If it is alphabet, then this thing will be printed, and else if portion will be bypassed. If this condition become false, then means the entered character is not alphabet. Then if that is not alphabet, then it may be a digit or any special symbol. So if it's a digit, then simply compare this condition. If this condition is true, then print simply digit is digital value is entered. Similarly, if in the first if condition, if you look at this, we assume that the entered character is not a alphabet. So if it is not alphabet, it may be a digit or special symbols in the second part. Else if we again assume that the input character is not a digital value. So if entered character is not a character of alphabetical values, or digital value, then obviously the character will be a special character, a special symbols will be there. So if I run this program, look at this. So enter the character. So here I am going to enter, let's suppose I am going to enter A. So if you look at this, alphabet is entered. This is an alphabet. Similarly, if I again run this program, enter the character, this time I enter 1 2 3 4 5. If I run this code, digit is entered, because now the first if condition will be bypassed and control come to the else if part. Similarly, if I run this program for the third time to enter any special symbols, that is a dollar sign. So if I run this code, special character is entered. So the last case, since we entered a special character, so the ASCII value of the special character will be matched with these values, will compare with these values. Since this condition become false, then this if statement will be bypassed and control come to the else portion. Again, else portion, the ASCII value of the dollar sign will be compared with these values, which again in this case also become the false. So else if portion will also be bypassed, and then control come to the else portion, which simply prays the special character is entered. So this is very small piece of code where we can show that any entered character from the keyboard is an alphabet or a special symbol or a digital value. Thank you very much for watching this. The code for this video tutorial will also be placed in the description portion of the video. So thank you very much for being with us.